There's a truth most people spend their entire lives running from. A truth so simple, yet so uncomfortable, that the ego rejects it instinctively. You do not own anything. Not your money. Not your relationships. Not your body. Not even your time. Everything you call mine is borrowed. Everything you cling to is temporary. And everything you fear losing was never truly yours. This is the law of detachment. And this is the Stoic reality. Not pessimism, not apathy, but freedom. Because the moment you understand that life is an experience, not a possession, suffering begins to lose its grip on you. Part 1. The illusion of ownership. From childhood, we are trained to attach. This is my toy. That is my house. This is my partner. This is my reputation. This is my future. Ownership becomes the foundation of identity. We don't just have things, we become them. I am successful. I am loved. I am respected. But Stoic philosophy asks a brutal question. If it can be taken from you, was it ever truly yours? Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, wrote reminders to himself while ruling the most powerful empire on earth. Not reminders of power, but reminders of loss. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Not tomorrow, not one day, right now." That awareness destroys the illusion of ownership. Because ownership implies permanence, and permanence does not exist. Your house can burn. Your money can vanish. Your health can collapse. Your lover can leave. Your name can be forgotten. Stoicism doesn't say this to scare you. It says this to liberate you. Part 2. Why attachment creates suffering. Attachment is not love. Attachment is fear wearing the mask of love. We attach because we're afraid of losing what makes us feel safe, validated, or important. But here's the paradox. The more tightly you cling to something, the more power it gains over you. When your happiness depends on someone staying, money increasing, status remaining, youth lasting, you're no longer free. You're negotiating with reality. And reality does not negotiate. Epictetus, once a slave, understood this better than kings. He said, "Do not say of anything, 'I have lost it,' but rather, 'I have returned it.'" Returned it, as if everything in your life is on loan. Because it is. Your partner is not owned, they are experienced. Your success is not secured, it is visited. Your youth is not possessed, it passes through. Suffering begins when you confuse experience with ownership. Part 3. Stoic detachment is not emotional coldness. Many misunderstand detachment. They think it means not caring, being distant, suppressing emotions. Stoicism teaches none of that. Stoics felt deeply. They loved intensely. They built, created, ruled, fought, and sacrificed. But they did so without clinging. They enjoyed what came and accepted when it left. Detachment does not mean you don't feel pain. It means pain does not control your character. A Stoic can grieve, but not collapse. Love, but not beg. Lose, but not lose themselves. You don't detach to escape life. You detach to experience it fully without fear. Part 4. You don't even own your body. This is where the Stoic reality becomes uncomfortable. You don't own your body. If you did, you could command it absolutely. But you can't. Your body ages without permission. It gets sick without warning. It weakens regardless of your plans. The Stoics saw the body as a temporary vessel, useful, valuable, but not you. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "You are a little soul carrying around a corpse." Harsh, yes, but also grounding. When you stop identifying as the body, fear begins to loosen. Fear of aging, fear of death, fear of imperfection. You care for the body, but you don't worship it. You train it, feed it, rest it, but you don't confuse it with identity. Part 5. Relationships and the law of detachment. This is where most people struggle. How can I love without attachment? The Stoic answer is subtle. You love with presence, not possession. When you treat people as owned, you become controlling. When you treat them as experiences, you become appreciative. A detached lover does not say, "You complete me." They say, "I choose you freely today." and they know that tomorrow is not guaranteed. This doesn't weaken love. It purifies it, because when someone knows you're with them by choice, not fear, the bond becomes honest. And if they leave, you grieve, but you do not chase your dignity down the road. Part 6. Success, Failure, and the Stoic Game. Stoics were ambitious, but detached from outcomes. They worked hard, planned wisely, acted with discipline, but they did not tie their self-worth to results. Why? Because results are external. You can control your effort, your discipline, your integrity. You cannot control recognition, market forces, other people's decisions. A luck. Epictetus said, "Focus on what is within your control and release the rest." The Stoic plays the game, but does not confuse the scoreboard with identity. Win or lose, character remains. Part 7. The ultimate detachment. Death. Stoicism does not avoid death. It rehearses it, not morbidly, but honestly. Every day, Stoics practiced memento mori. Remember you will die, not to despair, but to awaken. When you accept death, you stop wasting time on ego battles, shallow validation, fear-based decisions. Death strips life down to essentials. What matters? What doesn't? What would you do today if tomorrow wasn't promised? The detached person lives urgently, not anxiously. Part 8. Modern life and false attachments. Today, attachment is industrialized. Social media attaches you to validation. Capitalism attaches you to consumption. Romantic culture attaches you to fantasy. You are taught to define yourself by followers, titles, appearances, relationship status. Stoicism cuts through the noise. It says, strip away everything external. Who are you? That answer is where peace begins. Part 9. Practical Stoic Detachment. Detachment is a practice, not a philosophy alone. Here are Stoic exercises. 1. Negative visualization. Imagine losing what you value, not to panic but to appreciate. 2. Voluntary discomfort. Occasionally deny yourself comfort to remind the mind it can survive. 3. Daily reflection. Ask, what did I cling to today that wasn't in my control? 4. Identity separation. You're not your job. You're not your past. You're not your emotions. You're the one who observes them. Part 10. Freedom through detachment. Here is the paradox. When you stop trying to own life, life opens itself to you. You enjoy success without arrogance, love without fear, loss without collapse, silence without loneliness. You stop begging reality to stay still. You move with it, like a river, not a dam. Nothing is truly yours, and that is not tragic. It is freedom. You are here to experience, not possess, to participate, not control, to live, not cling. And when you finally understand this, life stops feeling fragile and starts feeling sacred.